Boys, welcome back to fake, ultimately real car racing like this thing. For the one more time, I hopefully this is going to be our last two levels before we're going to be end of this straight as well. And instead, the races will get longer minutes to do so, and after you survive. We're just going to be using one for just only one thing. That is going to be for our last thing as well, and it's time to start the race. That before this, but all of this thing is, I'm probably not sure that the sound and the music isn't going to be working right, but I'm gonna be probably sure that we're still gonna be using for a medium quality as well. That is absolutely completely staying standard as well. We'll now say we're never gonna be saying goodbye like this thing as well. And before we're gonna be trying to make ourselves for our last two levels before we're going to end up this thing. Because I'm afraid that we're not going to use a Ford GT, because I always forgot to do for is early braking of this one moment that I just eventually lost it as well. And now we're gonna be using this one, and it's probably more fast, and that could might able to cause for some sort of a damage. I hopefully that won't be gonna be able to do this. Let's just start the race once again, but I'm probably have 1654 cashes as well. I'm probably we just absolutely having a lot of coins and monies, and not sure that the nitrox isn't going to be like this. And probably inside is absolutely, it's the same as old cars, and we're probably not sure this isn't going to be like this anyways. But our first corner is only at the chicane for the turn 1, turn 2, and turn 3. I won't be able to get cars. I think this last two races will be cost for some 5 minutes to finish the race without having damage for some other kinds of progress as well. But it looks like we just absolutely made a hit, and we're still not going to be using the nitrox, as we're going to be doing this that we're already probably used a Ford GT 2016. I think this is the GT version like that I just already saw around here, and Project Track Day. That you remember that I just saw this vehicle? I'm not sure that you eventually saw this vehicle in Project Track Day, and I hopefully that cannot also reaching all the way to 320 kilometers an hour and not by the 200 miles an hour as well. We're pretty slow on drugs like this thing, and we just absolutely give ourselves one, and it's time to get a little bit for a 24 test, and we're getting a hit of nitrox as well for another one time. I'm probably not sure. I have absolutely tried to break myself. It looks like this is gonna be a little bit for my first time, and probably that is a little bit of hit as well. Instead of this, a large drift mode as well. It looks like that we're behind of the players, and I'm not sure that we're gonna be speeding up because this track has no speed zones. I hopefully that is absolutely going to do for the start, and I'm not going to slightly happen to this vehicle. If that vehicle is going to damage for the very first time by hitting the wall or contact for some sort of a killer vehicles like this things or other drivers like this, I'm not sure that we're going to be contacted for just only one thing as well, or some sort of bumping into each other for some sort of one vehicle as well. I think we absolutely having for our last nitrox around here, there's one speed zone, and I'm just gonna be starting to brake. It looks like I'm pretty on time for sure, that they just gonna be holding all the brakes. This is gonna be for our last 2 videos, and that's it. And it's gonna be a little bit over soon. That we're pretty much that we're coming up on the hill and going into the final straight. And if it's not gonna be trying to do this anyways, looks like we're just gonna be a little bit high like this thing, and that must be the start finish before the time runs out. I won't able to get for a little bit to do this. 4 minutes and 30 seconds, 3 minutes and 33 seconds. We absolutely gonna be doing for another one, and it's time for the final race to do so. And once the download is completed, it's time to get ready for the final race, and it is going to be such as the most hardest thing that we ever done this. And let's just hit the nitrox back, and looks like that must be for a large front straight. It will be costing us for 5 minutes to finish a race before the time runs out. As really fast as short amount of time, and it's not going to be really possible to do this. I think we just already out of nitrox, and we probably just absolutely having a little bit of one. So the players are starting to catch on to me as well, and then I'm pretty not sure that we're just going to be high on blasting as anyways. So we have officially high corners. We have our just crash into the wall for the first time, because I swear that I just never hit the brakes or something. I think we're gonna be hit it close. We're so close to good ending as well. The acceleration is going to be a little bit fast against the nitrox as well, but the drift point is going to be for going a little something as well. I think this is going to get ourselves a few seconds right behind. Then I just completely hit some nitrox anyways, and then I hit the brakes so late. Oh dear, it's 15% of damage for the 4GT GTE. And where the driver's at the back is not going to be as possible to do this. And so I'm so close into the finish. We're almost reaching out to the end. I missed the nitrox, and then going all the way up here. I think this isn't going to be just like the same as well. But pretty sure that we're going to maintain the battle of this vehicle. If I'm going to do this, that is going to be the infinity way that we're head for so much of 1 lap to do this. 24 drift points and 32 drift points, and is this the final stretch? And it's not going to be doing like this. We just went too early on the grass, and by the way, not this. We still have any time left, but looks like we just absolutely going to do for is going to be the final corners, and I'm slightly not sure that we're running out of time, but we're going to be using the Ford GT 2005 back that I just completely owned in Vehicle Legends, and not despite this for the Ford GT GTE. That will cost for Game Pass in Vehicle Legends, and I'm still worth it as well to get things a little bit much more faster. I don't have any much more time left, and it's not going to be such as a great hit. And finally, we have just completely win for 3 minutes and 32 seconds. And looks like for the next couple of levels is unavailable like this thing. And that is going to be the end of today's video. It's time to prepare for $100 in cash, and that is going to be the end of this video as well. If you liked for today's video, that makes you leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. If you don't like of this game that I just completely review all the levels in the game, that I'll be rating 3 or something. If you just probably didn't like of this game, but I hopefully that you might dislike, or just leave a like on this video as well to do this as well. And thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. Thanks for watching, for all your support, and this is going to be Turbo Concept is signing off, and I'll see you in another game that instead of online reference or something. At last, the entire progress of this game is complete for all 15 levels. And we probably not sure that we already completed of all games starting in level 1 to 15, the most hardest levels that I just completely finished as well. But looks like that is going to be wrap up for today's video, that I just completely changing back to normal. But not instead of these vehicles, I just completely modified like this thing. We have 3 vehicles to choose, and we have 15 different levels to unlock, starting in level 1 or stage 1 as well. So, which is probably, that could be the end of this video as well. And I hopefully that you leave a like of this video for today. And not alongside for anyways, if this game was still downloadable for just only one thing, it's completely downloadable to all kinds of other views as well. And also it is going to be required for over at the age of 3 like this. And I'm not going to be linking of this game down below because it was pretty on Google Play or some sort of a Microsoft store if you're in a PC, and that should be a quite a bit of a lit as well. If you're going to be wanting the free cash, that you have to be always online to step in for just only one thing. And because of its realistic simulations were extremely fake and power sliding, that are just completely going to put yourself out of control, and it was pretty not good as well. And thanks again, that I'll be see you in another game, because I'm never gonna be trying to forget, but right now am I going to be deleting this game for sure, and I feel so awkward about this.